with the definition. So, what is the Markov hidden model? So, hidden Markov model HMM is a statistical model in which the system being modeled is assumed to be a Markov process. What is Markov process? Markov process is a memoryless process. Its future and past are independent. Its future and the past are independent with the hidden states. I will read it again. Carefully listen. A hidden Markov model is a statistical model in which the system being modeled is assumed to be a it follows Markov process. Markov process is what? It's a memoryless process. Its future and past are independent with the hidden states. So the hidden state having the future and past states, and it follows the Markov process means that it's a memoryless process. It, it don't stores the memory of the or the results of the states those who are accepting the immediate past. So it has a states, each of which has a limited number of transaction and emission. Each transition between the state has an assigned probability, and each model starts from a start state and ends in an end state. So, hidden Markov model. So, let's say we are having three states W1, W2, and W3. Okay, these are the three states. And transitions probability or transitions are what? When you are moving from one state to another state, one state to another state. Let's say my original state is W1. Okay. So, from W1, I can move to W1 itself. Okay. So, this A11 is what? It's a transition probability from state W1 to W1. Likewise, from W1 to W2, this is A of 1 comma 2. From W1 to W3, that is A 1 comma 3. So, with respect to W1, A13, A12, A11. The first one is with respect to the state, second position of suffix of A, that is with respect to the state in which you are landing. Okay. So, these are what the transitions. All arrows okay shown in the diagram are the transitions. Now next is emission. It's not shown here. Emissions are what? These are the observation. Now after going through particular sequence of states, let's say you're from moving from this diagram from one state to another state and you're landing at let's say W2. That is your end state. Okay. And at the end state W2, there are some observations. Right? So that observations are what? These are the emissions probability from W2. That is not landing in a state, that is gives you the observation, okay, or evidences, and that is termed as an emission, so emission probability. Each transition between state has an assigned probability, right? So this every transition is assigned with the probability. Each model starts from a start state and ends in a end state. A more clear visualization for that. Let's say we are having three weathers, and these three weathers are sunny, foggy, and rainy. So these three weathers are our states. Okay, these are our states. And let's say our original state, start state is sunny. Okay, and you are moving it from sunny to the foggy and foggy to the rainy. Right? So state is sunny and end state is rainy. Now moving from one state to another state is with some transition probability, that we are moving from sunny to foggy is with the probability of 0.15. Right? So these figures which are shown on the arrowhead, this is what the transition probability. Right? And from foggy, our end is at the rainy, and there will be the observations. Right? So observations are a person is carrying umbrella, right? That emission probability. Umbrella, why? Because the rainy season is there. There is another observation that a person is wear the uh, raincoat. Raincoat. So that will be what the observation or evidence when it at the state raining. So this observation is not shown here that are with some probability again, and that is termed as an emissions or emission probability. Okay. So hidden Markov model is useful in artificial intelligence, machine learning, and natural language processing, is used to compute the probability for distribution of events that can be observed. It is used to compute the probability for distribution of events that can be observed. So important terms with respect to hidden Markov model is that Markov process, Markov chain, and Markov property. Okay. So Markov process that in first slide we have seen is a memory list for the present state, the past state, and the future states are independent. Markov chain is what it's in sequence of the states. It's the sequence of the states like sunny to foggy and foggy to rainy. This will be what one Markov chain. Likewise, there will be many number of Markov chains. Okay. That is the all possible combination we can. Okay. So Markov property that we'll see ahead. Now, Markov property is what that particular state diagram which follows the Markov process as well as satisfies the Markov chain. Right. So first, that is Markov process. It is a stochastic process in which the probability distribution of the future event is depend on the present event. Now, very important that Markov process is a stochastic process in which the probability distribution of future event that is the next state is depend on the present state. It does not depend on the past event. So, future of the present state depends on that present state only. It's not depend on the past states. So it's in a memory list at present on which state you are having. It took the utilize the memory of that only. It's not utilizing the memory of the past states before the present state for predicting the future state. That is what the Markov process. So let's say we are having look at this diagram x1 x2 x3, these are the three states, and transitions are shown from x1 to x2, from x3 to x2 to x3. Okay. We are having these three states and the arrowheads are transitions. Okay. Now this two arrow don't consider it right now. Now it is with respect to a discrete time series. So t minus 1, t and t plus 1 are assigned. So t is our present event. Okay. T plus 1 is our future event and past event is t minus 1. Okay. So this is with some discrete time series. So this is termed as in a chain of state, that is from x1 to x2, x2 to x3. Now to predict this x3 state, hidden Markov process is what? It uses only the present event. It utilizes only the present event data, not the past event data. So probability of t plus 1, that is for x3, will depend on t only. It's not depend on t minus 1. That is what the chain, that is Markov process. Okay. So Markov chain, that second terminology. What is Markov chain is, if Markov process follows Markov property, then that process termed as a Markov chain. So Markov property is what? That is the future event depend on the present event only. The probability of x3, this particular probability of x3 is what? Probability of t plus 1 by t. Probability of t plus 1 by t. Probability of t plus 1, it depend on it. Just now look at this above arrow, the right is there. So it depend on x3 and it's not depend on the x1. This is the Markov property, and the process which follows this Markov property is termed as a Markov chain. Hidden Markov model. So in that as an if you'll observe that three words are there, hidden Markov model. So now we'll see what is hidden means and what is Markov model means. So in many cases, event that in which we are interested are not directly observable, and that is the hidden. In many cases, events that in which we are interested are not directly observable, and that is the hidden. That we are interested in the hidden states. Yes. So here, with respect to our problem, that x1, x2, x3, y1, y2, y3. These are what, as we know, these x1, x2, x3 are the states, right? And this arrow and this arrow is in the transitions from one state to another state. Now, this state emits the signal. This state x1, x2, x3 emit the signal, and that is the emission probability. And these emissions we are writing in y1 from x1, y2 that is leads to from x2, and y3 from the x3. So y1, y2, y3. These are what? These are the observations. These are what the observations. These are with respect to the state evidence is given. It is termed as an observable state. So this state x1, x2, x3, these are hidden state, and observable states are y1, y2, and y3. So as in the first diagram, we have state only the state transition. So it is added with the observation, that is the emissions. So state emitted the signal, that is emits the evidence, and that is what our observable or the evidence state. So in hidden Markov model, it is has been given y1, y2, y3, and we have to find out what is the respective hidden state. So we are giving this as an question. In questions, this data is given y1, y2, and y3, and question is that find out this hidden state. Okay? This is the observation. Then what will be its state? That is what the hidden state. So these states are not visible to the users. We are only having access of the observation. From observation, we need to find what is the hidden state with respect to the observation. So this is the Markov model, and hidden states are what? These are the previous state with respect to the observation. For example, with the states we are having that sunny, rainy, and cloudy. These are weather example. These are, let's say, our hidden states: sunny, rainy, and cloudy. Okay, and evidence with respect to that: if sunny is there, then umbrella; rainy is there, then jacket; cloudy is there on the short dress. So, better understand this example. Let's say a person is at the room or the basement of the building, and he is not having access to the outside. He is not having any access to the outside, and he want to know that what is the weather condition right now. What will be the weather on tomorrow? Let's say what will be the weather on tomorrow. That is the future state. Okay, but he is not having an access of the outside of room. So let's say one person is coming every day at his home. A person with a milk at the morning, suppose. A person is coming for providing him the food. Okay, and that person, he observed that the person came with the umbrella. Sometimes the person came with wearing the rain jacket, or the person is sometimes comes with the short dresses. So these are what? These are the observation or the evidences. So a person who is at the room, who is not having access to the outside of the room. So from the observation of a person who is coming to give him the food or necessary things. So he wears the umbrella jacket and short dresses. So from these evidences, he is going to predict that what weather will be there outside, right? So these evidences he is utilizing. So what he is doing, he is predicting the hidden state. Because right now weather is not having an access to, he is not aware, he is not having access, right? So that is hidden for him, and from the evidences he get to know that, or he can predict what will be the weather. That is what the hidden Markov model. So weather prediction is about what would be the weather on tomorrow. So based on the observation on the past. So as I told that weathers, and these are the observation, person coming with these things at his home, right? So from this observation, he is predicting what will be the weather. on tomorrow. So weather at days n is weather at days n is qn is equal to sunny, rainy, and foggy. So we are having these three weathers, that is we are terming that as an qn, that is with respect to a particular day, total n days. So qn is sunny, foggy, and the rainy, that total possibilities. These days only weathers only. So qn depends on the known weathers of the past days. So this qn depends on the known weather of the past days. So present day is at the day end, depends on the weather of the past days. So qn depends on qn minus 1, qn minus 2 in this way. So we want to find that probability of qn, that is the what will be the weather on tomorrow. Okay, with respect to the qn minus 1, that is the, let's say for this it's in the present day and this is past 1 day, past 2 days in this way. But if you'll observe that in hidden Markov model, Markov property is what, that is the future event depend on the present event only. It's not depend on the this past event. It means given that the past weathers, that what is the probability of any possible weathers of today. So for example, if we knew the weather for the last 3 days, sunny, sunny, and the rainy, the probability that tomorrow would be a foggy or cloudy is probability of Q4, that is this cloudy, by Q3 is equal to rainy, Q2 is equal to sunny, Q1 is equal to 1. That is these are the past states. In Markov model and assumption, therefore make a simplifying assumption, that is Markov assumption, with respect to the sequences Q1, Q2, and up to Qn. So probability of Qn by Qn minus 1, Qn minus 2, that is the present with respect to the past 1 day, past 2 day, past this way, is equal to probability of this Qn present day with respect to the past day only. The weather of tomorrow only depends on the today. This is the first Markov model. Look at this formulation, the probability of the Qn, that is tomorrow weather probability, is depend on only on the present day, that is Qn minus 1. So another example, that to understand better what is hidden Markov model and what is the hidden state and observable states. Let's say you're sitting in one room at your home, okay, and room is locked, okay, room is locked. You are sitting in the room. You are not having physical access with respect to the other rooms, okay, and your kids are playing. Kids are in another room. Your kids are in another room, and you're observing that with respect to the observations, you're predicting, you're finding the hidden state. With respect to the observation, you're finding the hidden state. Now, observations are how noise is coming from the other room, right? Although you're not having a physical access, the noise is with respect to, or the audio is with respect to that student, kids are playing. Okay, then you predict that the hidden state is what the students are busy. Okay, if you are listening the sound as in a crying, right, then you can observe that the kids are crying, that sound you're listening, audio is that you are listening at your room, then you can predict that the hidden state will be what the kids are not happy. Okay, if you're observing that there is a sound with respect to laughing, then you can predict the hidden state will be what is happy. Okay. So the busy, not happy, happy, these are what the hidden state, and the playing, crying, and laughing, these are what the observable state. So from observable states, we are finding what will be the hidden state. So based on the observation, that is observable states, finding the hidden state. That is the probability of hidden state, actual condition of the kids. That is true. That hidden states are what? It gives the actual condition of the kids. This is the hidden state identification. Another example, that in natural language processing, Markov model is used. Okay, in machine learning and majorly in Markov For text mining also this NLP, natural language processing, then model is used. So, for example, POS tagging in natural language processing. POS tagging, that is part of speech tagging. What it's in a part of speech with respect to the words, that is it a noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, prepositions? Okay. So, observing this, these are what the part of speech tagging. So let's say part of speech tagging is our hidden states. These are our hidden states. And a statement that I am in PICT. Let's say it's a statement, we have tokenized it word wise. I am in and PICT. These are what our observable events. So from these observable events, these words we are predicting, we are finding the hidden state of that. And hidden states are what our POS tagging with respect to the word. Okay. So I think we got now a better understanding with respect to the examples which we have discussed with respect to the hidden Markov model. So in HHM, states that we have seen, that is having a hidden state and it's having an observable state. So observable state are what? These are the emission probability and transit and probabilities. It uses the emission probability from state to the evidence or observations. Okay. And we are having probability transitions. So transitions are what? That is the hidden state. That is hidden state or states among the state when you're moving from one state to another state, that is with respect to the transition probability. And at start of this problem, whatever the given, it is given initial probabilities that start with respect to the events, with respect to the states. States are having with the initial probabilities. So same example is elaborated that I will go quickly. Suppose that you are locked in a room for several days and you try to predict the weather outside. The only piece of evidence you have is the weather. The person who comes into your room bringing your daily mail is carrying an umbrella or not. So from these observations, evidences, you can able to predict the weather outside. That is what the hidden Markov model is. Assumption probabilities, as we seen in the table, that probability of umbrella with respect to the weather. The given data, sun is 0.1, rain is 0.8, and fog is 0.3. So probability of xi with respect to qi, that is of carrying an umbrella, that is x1 is true, based on the weather qi on some day I, based on the weather qi on some day I. So that is we can say that the hidden state that we know and we are predicting what will be the evidence or the observation of that. It's covered. Now using the Bayes rule, that is probability of Qi by Xi. Qi is that is the what will be the weather on tomorrow. Okay. With respect to the observation Xi, that is something with the umbrella, is equal to probability of the umbrella by this weather, that is the next day weather. The probability of Qi divided by probability of Xi. So for n days, this will lead to an Q1 to Qn, that is n number of days, and observation with respect to the number of days x1 to xn. Just expand this formula with respect to the x1 to xn and q1 to qn. Qi leads to probability q1 to qn divided by x1 to xn. So goal is to make a sequence of decisions where a particular decision may be influenced by the earlier decisions. Goal of this Markov model, make a sequence of decisions where a particular decision may be influenced by the earlier decision. Consider a system that can be described at any time as being in one set of n distinct states. Consider a system that can be described at any time as being one of the states. So, system is running and you are at the particular state. Right? So that's what it's. You consider a system that can describe at any time as being in one of the states of the n distinct states. W1 to W. with respect to the unit time, state is changing, right? State was changing or it's ending the state we can. It's with respect to time that system will be at a particular state. Let W of t denote the actual state at time t, where t1 is 1, 2, 3. With respect to discrete time, probability of the system being in the state Wt is probability of the state, present state of the future state, let's say, W of t is depend on the its past states. W of t minus 1, t minus 2, up to 1. So we assume that the state W of t is conditionally independent of the previous states, even the predecessor states at W of t minus 1. Okay. So as in the Markov model or Markov property, it depends on the previous state, not on the past state. Right? So W of t is depend only on the past state, not on the we can say that depend on the previous state, one day before only, not depend on the 2 days, 3 days before data. Probability of W of t depend on W of t minus 1. We also assume that the Markov chain defined by W of t with respect to t minus 1 is time homogeneous, independent of the time t. A particular sequence of states of length t is denoted by a particular sequence of states W1, W2, W3. Like we are having a sequence of three states. So capital T equal to 3 denoted by W, that is the state raised to 3, and is equal to W1, W2. Let's T is equal to 3, so it will end at W. The model of the production of any sequence is described by the transition probability. That is from one state to another state is we are leading with respect to the transition probability. And this is generally denoted by A. A and emission probabilities are denoted by B. Okay. So the model for the production of any sequence is described by the transition probability, that is moving from W1 to W2, W1 to W2. Aij is equal to Ai, that is I with respect to a first state, J is with respect to the second state. Let W equal to 1 and W2 equal to 2. Then Aij will be what A12 is equal to probability of W of t is equal to W of j. In our case, j is equal to 2 by W of t minus 1, that is equal to W of I, that is W of 1 in our case. So W of t is equal to W of 2 by W of 1. So let's say this will be what the 3. W3 of t is equal to W depend on W2 with respect to W1. Okay. So where I comma j, that is belongs to 1 to n, a of ij is greater than or equal to 0, and summation of j equal to 1 to n, that is a of j is equal, a of ij is equal to 1, where all are. So this all summation of aij is equal to 1. As it's a probability, so whatever the transitions are moving from a particular state, let's say W1 having transitions with respect to W2, W3. Let's say consider this case only. W1 having a transition W1 to W2 as well as from W1 to W3. So these two transitions are with respect to probability. So addition of these two probabilities, that is from W1 to W2 one probability transition, and W1 to W3 second probability. So addition of these two probability is equal to 1. It will be equal to 1, right? Because maximum of the probability is equal to 1 only. So A of ij is equal to 1. So there is no requirement that the transition probabilities are symmetric. Yes, there is no any requirement that A of ij is equal to A of gi, because we are moving from one state to another state. Right? If based on the evidences, based on the computations we have provided. So it should not be necessary that it will be a symmetric. Means moving from 1 to 2, whatever the probability same will be there if you are moving from 2 to 1. So this is obviously not. Also, particular state may be visited in succession. A of ai is not equal to 0. A of I means what? Let's say I equal to 1. A of 1 1. So A of 1 1 will be what? It's with respect to W1 to W1. W1 to W1. That is itself. Right? A self loop, we can say. And that probability should not be equal to 0. A particular state may be visited in succession. And not every state needs to be visited. So A11, that is W1 to W2, should not be 0. So this process is called an observable Markov model because the output of the process is the state of the state at each instant of time. The process is called an observable Markov model because the output of the process is the state of state. And we are having an output of the process as a sequence of the state at each instant of time. So where each state corresponds to a physical or with respect to an observable event. So each state emits some signal that leads to the observations, that leads to the evidence. Okay, so now we'll move with one example to have a better understanding. So we are having three states: sunny, rainy, and cloudy. So these are our three states: sunny state, rainy state, and cloudy state. Now, if you observe that this arrowheads I told you this is the transition probability. 0.8, 0.6, that is from sunny to sunny. State sunny to state sunny will be 0.8 in this. Right? So, as I told that probability additions will be 1. So let's say our original state is sunny, right? And from sunny we are moving to the rainy, that is 0.15. Here it is explained actually. Let's say probability that present state is sunny and future state will be sunny, that is 0.8. That sunny to sunny is 0.8. From sunny present state to the rainy state, that is 0.15. Sunny to the rainy probability is 0.15. And from sunny to the next, that is the state will be cloudy. From sunny to the cloudy, the transition probability is of 0.05. So that means addition will be 1. Right? Likewise, we are having present state rainy. Right now we are at the state rainy. Right? Look at the probabilities that future state, next state will be, or future state will be of rainy itself. It could be cloudy or it may be, it should be sunny. So probability addition, that is rainy 0.6, self, rainy to cloudy 0.02, rainy to cloudy 0.02, and rainy to sunny, that is 0.2. Addition is 1. Okay. Now, transition matrix. So let's say begin with the problem statement that what the data we need, that is the initial probability, and it is shown by the pi, denoted by the pi. So initial probabilities, that is for the sunny weather is 0.75, for rainy 0.2, and cloudy 0.05. This data is given. Right? Transition probabilities are also given, and also the observation probabilities are also given. So for this problem statement, same problem, you are at the room, you are not having an access to the outside. Let's solve the observation. You are predicting what will be the present state or what will be the future state. So, transition matrix, that is from the transition state diagram. So, this columns are with respect to the future state, and this sunny, rainy, and cloudy. These are the present state. So, let's take one first row, sunny to sunny. So present future is sunny. This is the present state, and this is the future state. So transition matrix is drawn from this given data diagram. So sunny to sunny, that is 0.8. Sunny to sunny 0.8. Sunny to rainy is 0.15. Sunny to cloudy is 0.05. Likewise, at present state you are at the rainy to sunny to rainy to cloudy. So from cloudy to sunny, rainy and the cloudy. Cloudy to cloudy, transition probability is 0.2. That is from cloudy to the weather cloudy, the transition probability is 0.2. So this is a transition state, a transition matrix that we have prepared from the transition probability. If you will see that row addition will lead to an 1, as probability cannot go behind the 1. Okay. Now, now observations. Look at the diagram only right now. So as the up to this states and transition probabilities that we have seen in the previous slide. Now let's say the emissions. Emissions are what? These are the observations. So this particular state, sunny, emit the signals. Emit the signal. These are what the emission probability. Okay. And it leads to an observation that if the weather is sunny, then observation are short rays. That person is coming at home for giving you the necessary things like food and all. Is came with the short racing. So that observation with the emission probability is 0.6. A person wears a jacket, another observation, that the probability is that 0.3. Present state is not sunny. Present day weather is not sunny, and the person wears a jacket, that emission probability is 0.3. A person is coming with the umbrella with the present state as in a sunny. Right? So this probability, emission probability is 0.1. So these short rays, jacket and umbrella, these are what the observations. These are what the observation that is given by the state, sunny. Okay. Now for the cloudy weather at present, the probability of wearing short rays is 0. Probability of wearing coat is 0.5, and wearing coming with the umbrella is 0.5. Likewise, with respect to the rainy season, short jacket and umbrella probabilities are given. Right? If you observe emission probabilities, addition is also 1. There it is also 1. That is also 1. So these are what? These are the observation. This observation emits by the present state. Emits by the state. Emits by the state to the emit signals, and that emit signals are what? These are the emission probability. Okay. So emission metrics we can prepare with respect to this emission probability, right? So these are the observable state. Uh, Observable states are short jacket and umbrella. Short jacket and umbrella. This coat is nothing but the jacket. Okay. And with respect to the weather, sunny, rainy, and the cloudy. So weather is sunny, and the observation is short, that is 0.6. This one. Okay. Likewise, the table is prepared. Weather is cloudy, and the person is coming with the umbrella. That is the observation. So cloudy and the umbrella. That is what? 0.5. So this 3 plus 3 plus 3, total 9 values are from this 9 values are in the our emission matrix. Rows addition will be 1. Okay. So now with respect to the machine learning we are having training data and testing data. So this training data and testing data is an input for preparation of the model. So we prepare the model with respect to the training data and testing data, right? And then we are giving some data as an input, right? And we'll get to the model, and we'll get the output as an expectations. That expectation data, not a date, it's a data, expectation data. So in machine learning, from the data, huge amount of data which are available for the training, we are splitting it into training and testing, and we utilize to prepare it for the model. And that model, it's in a home testing will be there, and on the site or the on-site testing will be what? And runtime we are taking some data, giving to the model, and we are observing or we are getting the results, right, with respect to our prepared model. Now, with respect to the hidden Markov model, we are having the input data as pi, that is the initial probability. Initial probabilities of the event. In our problem, we have seen the initial probabilities was there given with respect to the weathers. Weathers are what our states. So capital A is what externally A is represented for transition probability and B for emission probability. So capital A transition probabilities and capital B the emission probabilities. Capital A that leads to in detail, that is a small ij, right, in this one. Likewise, emission probability, that is a small b small j, ij. Bii is not there. Right? Bii is not there. Ii is not there because we are not landing on the state. We are landing to the observations. So emission probability. So this emission, transition, and initial probabilities are given as an input for model prepared with the help of this pi a and b. Right? Now we are talking about with respect to the HMM. Now, observable state, that are the evidences, observations, are the input to the model, and output will be what, that is finding the hidden state, right? So from umbrella, we are finding what will be the its hidden state. So there are three kinds of problem asked in asked means need to understand with respect to the hidden Markov model, that finding the hidden state given 2 and 3. 2 and 3 is what, that is the transition probability and the emission probability. Finding the observable states. Finding the observable states given that initial probability and the emission probability. Finding this pi a and b given that 1 and 2, that is the hidden state and the observable states are given. We need to find out this initial probability. Finding the hidden state here 2 and 3 is what, this 2 and 3. Finding the hidden state given observable state and initial metrics, initial probability, transition probability, and emission probability. Right? So for third, finding this pi a and b, they will be provided hidden probability and observable hidden state and observable state, and need to compute this initial probability a and b. So Markov model assumptions, that if weather yesterday was rainy and today is cloudy, what is the probability that tomorrow it will be sunny? That is present, it's in a cloudy at the center. Yesterday is in a rainy, and we are predicting that what is the probability that tomorrow it will be sunny. Right? This is the present state. This is the past state. This is the present state. Sorry, past state, and this is the sunny is the future state. If weather yesterday was rainy and today is cloudy, weather rainy and today is cloudy. If the weather is weather yesterday was rainy and today is cloudy, what is the probability that tomorrow it will be sunny? So look here. Now this is what, that is we are predicting future, tomorrow. Tomorrow it will be sunny. Probability of the sunny. Tomorrow is sunny, Q equal to sunny. Such that present is what, that is today it's in a cloudy. Q2 is equal to cloudy. And yesterday it was rainy. Q1 is equal to rainy. Right? So what Markov assumption is what? Markov assumption is tomorrow future. That is tomorrow is depend on the today only. Tomorrow is depend on the today only, not 1 day, 2 day before of the today. So it leads to probability of the weather on tomorrow. The predicting whether tomorrow is sunny with respect to weather today as in a cloudy. That probability is 0.2. don't think that it's given here actually in the slide. So whatever the probability is coming in actually, that is what the Markov assumption that depend on the present, not on the past. Now, what will be the hidden state given the observation? Read this one example. Solve this. So, with respect to the problem statement of observation state like date, umbrella, and weather, rainy, sunny, and cloudy. What will be the hidden state given the sequence? The question that first one that is what will be the hidden state given the observable state? So we are having three hidden states, three weathers. Right? So I have drawn these three blocks, three square blocks. These are with respect to the states. And observable state, that is given observable states are jacket, jacket, and umbrella. Jacket, and umbrella. And we need to predict what will be the hidden state for this observable state sequence, jacket, jacket, and umbrella. So we need to find out this particular box, what it will be, and what it will be. With respect to observation, jacket, jacket, and umbrella. So what it will be? It will be maybe all these one, two, and three boxes will be sunny, all will be cloudy, all will be rainy. Likewise, first will be sunny, second rainy, third cloudy. So various combinations will be there. Right? So just go down in the diagram now. One combination will be what that jacket and umbrella. Hidden states are sunny, rainy, and cloudy. Another observations use J for jacket and U for umbrella. Another observation will be what possibility will be what one state will be sunny, jacket, second is sunny, and third state also is sunny. Right? So how many possible would be there? How many possible would be there? So n is the total number of different hidden states. We are having three hidden states. One, two, three. Why this three? Because we are given in the question that this observable states are jacket, jacket is umbrella, and we need to find out the hidden state with respect to this observation. Okay? The number of different hidden states in a given column is three. One box, second box, third box. And total number of observation equal to three. Observation one is jacket, second is jacket, third is umbrella. The total possibility, the total possible divided by m is equal to n raised to t, t raised to t, total 26. So our answer will be from total possible combination, total possible sequences of hidden states are 27. So that states are what? That sequences are this is one, this is two, this is dot dot dot. This is dot dot dot. So totals are 27 possible. So within that one state we are taking. One state, which is dot 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 links to the other state. Other state we can say state 1, 2 up to 27. Okay. So our state 1, diagram here in the box. On state 1, observations, jacket, jacket and umbrella given. Question is find out the hidden state. So one state we have taken that possibility as for jacket is sunny, or second jacket is rainy, and for umbrella the season or the weather will be cloudy. Okay. So for reading further, we have to know about joint probability. Now, joint probability that we are utilizing for further computation. So, joint probability is what that is the probability of A comma B. These two events A and B. So, joint probability of both event is what probability of A comma B. This is given as probability of A by B into probability of B. Given by probability of A by B into probability of B. So, now within with respect to first state 1, I am taking this particular portion, that is the first rectangle, that is within the rectangle, that is the hidden state is sunny and the observation is jacket. The computation of this only. Then probability of the jacket and sunny. Joint probability of jacket and sunny is equal to probability of jacket jacket by sunny into probability of sunny. Observation with respect to the state is equal to probability of jacket by sunny into probability of sunny. So this particular line that uses a concept of joint probability. A by B is equal to A comma B is equal to A by B into B. Capital Q now in books in our reference books or everywhere we can see the standardization will be what O is used for observable state and Q is used for the hidden state. Okay. And small o I j k will be what that is the each particular observable state, and small q1 q2 q3 q3 this will be what used for the hidden state. Okay. In large complete it is capital Q, in complete observation is Q. So this leads to the joint probability with respect to same, that only the notations are used because standard notations are used here. O comma Q is equal to probability of O by Q into probability of Q. So jacket and sunny joint probability is equal to probability of jacket by sunny into probability of sunny. Now, so with respect to this one, we have seen that is state one part one. We can say this is the formula. Now, what I am doing, that is state complete state one. That is combining all three parts of the state one together. Okay. So this particular arrow, that is for complete state one. For complete state one, joint probability will be probability of jacket and umbrella, right? Jacket, umbrella. That is A, B, C. A, B, A, B, C, D, E, F. Sunny, rainy, and cloudy. Sunny, rainy, and cloudy. So with respect to one is what? That is jacket, sunny. Jacket and sunny. Now with respect to three will be what? That is we are having observation jacket, umbrella, right? Jacket, umbrella, comma, like this weather. Sunny, comma, rainy, comma, cloudy. So the joint probability of complete a state with respect to three hidden state and the observation is equal to probability of, don't look on any part of this particular slide, look at only on the first part, that is the first line and second line, third line. So this lead is equal to probability of, now A by probability, joint probability of A and B is what? A by B into B, right? A by B into B. So probability of this jacket, so jacket by sunny into jacket by rainy into umbrella by cloudy, jacket by sunny, jacket by second rainy, and third that is jacket by, sorry, umbrella by cloudy. So it leads to J by SU, J by RA, UM by CL. UM for umbrella, CL for cloud, SU for sunny, J is used for jacket here. Multiplication with probability of sunny. Now the B part we can say probability of sunny into probability of RA by sunny. Now see here, we haven't taken directly probability of sunny, probability of rainy, and probability of cloudy. As in previous, we have seen probability of, joint probability of A and B is what? Probability of A by B into probability of B, right? So that is fine up to probability of sunny. As per Markov property, this is first weather, right? This is the first weather in our first state that we have started just to find out the state. So initial probability of sunny is taken, probability of SU, and into probability of rainy by SU. That is Markov property. The probability of future event depends on the present event, right? So initially it is sunny. So this is our what? Present sunny, right? And we are predicting the rainy. That is the probability of future event depend on the present event. So for rainy, sunny is the present. For rainy, sunny is the present. And for cloudy, rainy is the present. For cloudy, rainy is the present. So look at here now, sunny, rainy and cloudy. Sunny is the initial probability. For rainy that is future, present event is what? Sunny. Today is a sunny, right? For cloudy, today's weather is what? Rainy. So it is cloudy with respect to rainy, rainy with respect to sunny, and initial probability of sunny. So the expansion to this formula for a complete set of three observation and the three weathers. This is what our prediction, that out of 27, one way we have considered. That is one possible way that we have taken here. So now I think you are cleared with these two terms. That is Markov property. Up to this it's fine. That is the initial probability at present weather is sunny. For rainy we need to consider that is previous weather sunny. For cloudy we need to consider previous weather is rainy. Now probability of J by SU, J by RA and UM by CL. Probability of jacket by sunny, jacket by rainy and umbrella by cloudy. This is what first. That if weather is sunny, what is the probability of jacket? Second way, that is rainy, what is the probability of jacket? UM by CL meaning is that what weather is cloudy, there is not umbrella. Weather is cloudy, what is the probability of umbrella? Okay. So this, if you'll see that this data we can get from the emission matrix. This data we can get the emission matrix. Next is probability of sunny. So initial probability of sunny is equal to, it's an initial probability and it is given by notation as an pi. It's probability of whether sunny. Now next probability RA by SU CL by RA. This is what our transition is given by our transition matrix. Now RA by SU is what? If weather is sunny, the present weather is sunny, what is the probability of rainy on tomorrow? CL by RA is present, that is rainy. What is the probability of tomorrow, that will be cloudy? In detail, why I am explaining, because if you don't know that what it meaning, then that will not lead to the right solution. So this data will get from last two from the transition matrix, first three from the emission matrix, and this fourth one is from the initial probability. So the simplification, that same formula I have written again. Okay. So we can do the normalization of above formula. Now this is the formula. Now normalization of this above formula in a standard way, the ways used in the textbook and not textbook, reference books. The probability of observable state into hidden state is equal to multiplication of the spies, that is multiplication of probability of observed state by the hidden state. Okay. So observable state, jacket, umbrella, within that one will fall here, and states rainy, sunny or cloudy, one will fall into probability of into probability of, that is multiplication of the probability of Qi by Qi minus 1. That is the hidden future state Qi, that is rainy for a particular case, with respect to hidden present state, with respect to sunny is the present state. If you observe, one thing is remaining in this, again we need to do it, multiply by the, no need actually, with respect to the sunny, the result will be what? Sunny by sunny. Our formula that I have derived from the condition, from joint probability and the standard or normalization of the above form. Now, computation. So this is our transition matrix, the same example we have seen in the previous, and the emission matrix, observable states. Our formula is this, and joint probability of the jacket, umbrella, and sunny, rainy, and cloudy. This is the expansion of the formula. Values kept from this table. So look at this first, probability of J by sunny. J by sunny. So for that, J by Sunny, that is the emission matrix. Probability of J by Sunny, that is from the emission matrix. That is jacket by Sunny, 0.3. Okay. Jacket by Sunny is 0.3. So 0.3. Jacket by rainy is 0.3. Umbrella by cloudy is 0.5. 0.3, Next is that sunny, this computations, that initial probability of sunny is that is 0.5. This is what that was given and shown in the previous slide. Pi equal to this 0.75 for sunny. Into now this RA by SU and CL by RA. Rainy by sunny is 0.15. That is present is sunny and we need that rainy. What will be the tomorrow rainy? 15. Tomorrow is cloudy and present is a rainy. That is what 0.0. Values are put and total result P1 is equal to 0.00010. So this way we can compute P2, P3 up to P27. So this is what the first state we have taken. First state result is what? 0.00010. Right? Now to lead further with the solution, we need to move further.